Hello to you, and welcome to Lie Swatter, the massive true or false trivia game. We can accommodate a huge number of players in a game. Although I suppose it's not the size of the player lobby that matters, it's what you do with it. All right then, before we get started, don't forget, new players can go to this website and enter this room code to join the game at any time. Let's go! You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from these fact categories. Charles Dickens always wrote with his shirt off. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie. Galileo was jailed for his moon research because it was believed that's where Satan lived. Columbus declared the first Columbus Day. Australia's #1 export is inline skates. Soviets trained dog suicide bombers during World War II. Clowns in India are required to take a vow of chastity. A Pittsburgh Pirate pitched a no-hitter while on LSD. And here's where everyone stands at the end of round 1. Here are your next 7 fact categories. Violent crimes are more likely to take place in rooms painted orange. Sinatra's My Way is banned from Philippines karaoke bars because it incites violence. Stephen King graduated from clown school. The owner of In-N-Out Burger also owns a portable toilet company called You're In, You're Out. Shakespeare invented the word pancakes. Kurt Cobain's death was the subject of an episode of Unsolved Mysteries. There are 4 statues in Boston dedicated to Mark Wahlberg. Here are your scores. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is Harlem Globetrotters. Are these the names of real Harlem Globetrotters members, or did we make them up? Pope John Paul II. Sharavjam's Shark Sarinjakar. Stevie Blood Pudding Reynolds. Darnell Loose Bridges Hershey. John Hot Plate Williams. Hank Michael Jordan Perry. Archibald Balderdash Cumberbeard. Let's see the final scores. It's time for another game of Lie Swatter. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from these fact categories. Thomas Edison patented the first waterbed. Men named Jim Beam are twice as likely to die from alcohol poisoning. There is no word for shark in the German language. Howard Hughes tried to invent a flying submarine. Golf was once banned in Scotland because it distracted too much from archery. The first human cannonball was a 14-year-old girl. Sloths move so little that algae grows on them. And here's where everyone stands at the end of round one. Here are your next 7 fact categories. An ATM in Abu Dhabi dispenses gold bars instead of paper currency. Bacon is a Vietnamese curse word meaning your fat mother. The state of Hawaii has no highways. Scientists have discovered evidence of cows on Mars. With the proper permit, it is legal to masturbate in Central Park. Mississippi has the second highest Jewish population in America, next to New York. The Dutch gave Manhattan to England in order to control the nutmeg trade. Here are your scores. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is Wikipedia. Take a look at these facts about Wikipedia and see if you know what's true and what's a lie. Grey's Anatomy was the most viewed Italian language article on Wikipedia in 2012. List of diaper brands was the second most viewed Japanese language article on Wikipedia. Facebook was the most viewed English language article on Wikipedia in 2012. Mighty Ducks 2 was the most viewed Icelandic language article on Wikipedia. Spanish was the most viewed Portuguese language article on Wikipedia. List of Frasier characters was the most viewed Wikipedia article in Montana in 2012. Wikipedia was the most viewed German language article on Wikipedia in 2012. Let's see the final scores.
Okay, we're set.
Yeah, Cookie, I took a poll in the office, and we all thought that Gravity was worth seeing in the theater.
Okay, agree to disagree. I thought it was way better on my iPod Shuffle.
Can someone please mop up that melted bronze? Someone's gonna step
So
in
then
that.
she's like, don't give me the office birthday card if there's nowhere left to sign it. She's like, where am I supposed to sign it? On the back, next to the credits? Like a dog?
And if we could refrain from any sort of offensive language on set, that would be great.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and whenever I see an attractive woman, I make this sound. You know, seeing the two of you there together makes me hopeful that one day we'll have peace in the Middle East. Handle those screws carefully. If you think an opponent doesn't know the answer, hit your screw button and you'll force them to answer immediately. If they miss it, you win big. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Slightly used balloons. The more these balloons deflate, the more your wallet inflates.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. Okay, what are we waiting for?
Get ready, time for question one.
Right off the bat, Mexican-do attitude. What dish could Porky Pig order at a Mexican restaurant without committing cannibalism? Al pastor, chorizo, ceviche, or lomo adobada? Player 2? Really? Player 1? No, but it would be super fun to hear Porky try and pronounce it. Were you thinking of this one? Ceviche is fish. Great idea. Give spicy Mexican food to someone who doesn't wear pants.
Oh, mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell you so.
Coming up, Mark TV, and it's a this or that. Player 1. Your score is the worst, so you're gonna play this bad boy. I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one, tell me if it's a sales department on Walmart.com, an MTV show, or both. If it's a Walmart department, press the square button. If it's on MTV, press the circle button. And if you think it's both, press X. Player 2, lock in your answer before Player 1, because if Player 1 gets it wrong and you get it right, you steal the cash. We good? Here we go. Bads. Cribs. Mugs. Skins. Juniors. Juvies. Jewels. Ooh, you just came up Jersey short. Walmart doesn't have a jackass department, though, officially.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
How about, just want to check in. Hey, how do you feel? With the pharynx, with the thoracic cavity, with the pulmonary veins, or with the thalamus? Player 2, dude. Player 1, honest mistake. Player 2, Located just above the brainstem, the thalamus acts as the relay station, sending information like pain to the brain. That's fine, don't ask me how I'm feeling. I asked you how you feel, but whatever. Sure, it's also with my thalamus, but it's just common decency to reciprocate. Here's one I like to call, For Whom the Dinner Bell Tolls. Ooh, it's almost time for my dinner. Better have this fortune cookie first, as prescribed by my doctor.
Cookie, fortune, sweat. Cookie, necessary.
Not bad. Let's see what my fortune says. Laughter is the best medicine. If that's true, which character from the nursery rhyme Hey Diddle Diddle is the healthiest? The cat, the little dog, the cow, or the spoon? Player 2, clock's a ticking. Player 1. Ready for this? In the Mother Goose nursery rhyme, Hey Diddle Diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the little dog is the one that laughs at all the crazy stuff going on. This was pre-YouTube, you understand, so if somebody told you a dog laughed, you just had to take them at their word. 5 fingers! This one's called, I've Had Intimate Thoughts About Adam. Which of these people is B.I. curious? Someone interested in sexually experimenting with barium? Someone looking to explore with bromine? Someone flirting with beryllium? Or someone fantasizing about bismuth? Player 2, watch the time. Player 1. Nuh-uh. Here's what you meant to pick. The chemical symbol for bismuth is Bi. But as a society, we shouldn't put labels on things like this, except chemicals. You should label chemicals so you don't blow yourself up. Unless that's what you're into. Look, I don't know, man. We've finished round 1. Don't forget, all the questions in round 2 are worth double. And remember, the wrong answer of the game is still there for the taking. Let's get back to the action. Coming up next, spit up or shut up. If Lady Gaga changed her name to the most common first word spoken by babies, what would she be called? Lady No, Lady Dada, Lady Cat, or Lady Mama? Player 1. Ooh, ouch. Player 2. Could be worse, you know, in theory. Now pay attention. According to a poll performed by YouGov, Dada or Daddy was by far the most popular first word spoken by babies, beating out Mama or Mommy by a considerable margin. Lady Dada is a good name, right? Please just say yes, because that's the name of the screenplay I wrote for Adam Sandler.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Here we have childhood murmuries. It looks like we have a sort of treat today. My good acquaintance, old man, somehow found his way into the studio again. How's it going, old man?
Terrible, Mr. Shapiro.
Yeah, it's Mr. Masterson, actually.
Since when?
Since birth.
I know we're on Earth. Anywho, I need your help remembering something.
What's that thing? Who's that fella? Where's that scooty up doodly doo? It's Foggy Facts with old man.
Scooty up doo, I forget.
So, what is it you're trying to remember, old man?
Well, it's something I used to do when I was just a lad.
Not sure the history books go back that far, but I'll see if I can help. Why don't you describe it to me?
Sure thing, Nate. It's a game. British kids like to play it, I think. You get 3 strikes per turn, and seeds are involved somehow. What is that game?
Would it be, Conkers, Queenie, Marbles, or 5 Stones? Players 1 and 2? You thinking of Conkers, old man?
Hey, Conkers, yeah! It's an old British kids game I used to play. Each player has one of these seeds called a conker, and they take turns whacking at them. 3 whacks per turn. Why is that fun?
It's hard to imagine you as a little kid, old man.
Well, I look pretty much the same, minus the liver spots. Didn't start growing those till my early 20s.
Mm-hmm. And when did you start smelling like liver?
That depends. When was liver invented?
Follow me down to the sea.
Take a stab at. All rise for the Honorable Dinwoody Fudnuddler. If trees brought a class action lawsuit against lumberjacks, which Dr. Seuss character would they most likely hire as their legal counsel? The Cat in the Hat, the Grinch, Pop, or the Lorax? Player 2. The Lorax speaks for the trees, and in a lawsuit, the legal counsel speaks for its client, in this case, the trees. It makes sense the Lorax would be a lawyer. He always sues. Player 1. You hopped on the wrong answer. But also just drifted into winning an assortment of half-deflated balloons from Slightly Used Balloons. Slightly used balloons. When the party's over, the savings begin. Today's wrong answer of the game brings you an extra $8,000. Surprise. Open wide for There's a Question in My Pants and You're All Invited.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
Okay, as usual, if you get this correct, there's a little extra in it for you. Speaking of extra, put these underwear styles in order from least butt cheek revealing to most butt cheek revealing. Thong, bikini, tonga. Bikini, tonga, thong, bikini, thong, bikini, tonga, or tonga, bikini, thong. Players 1 and 2. Bikini style underwear cover the butt cheeks more than tonga style, and tonga style cover more than thong, which leave your butt cheeks pretty much all out there. That got you each an extra $1,000. But really, any style that doesn't expose my vestigial tail works fine for me. Say hello to Feeling Fines. I love that actor from Schindler's List and The English Patient. You know, the one who plays Voldemort. But I'm never certain if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. What's the proper way to say that Mr. Fines has to throw up? Ralph has to Ralph, Reef has to Ralph, Rolf has to Ralph, or Rafe has to Ralph? Player 1. Wait for it. Wait for it. Player 2. I would know how to pronounce it if it was that easy. Smart people choose this. Yep, Rafe Fiennes' first name is spelled like Ralph, but pronounced Rafe. And his brother Joseph Fiennes is pronounced Joseph, but it's spelled Lessfamous. It's a weird British thing. Welcome to the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press the X button. 2000 if... Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. I love you like a legal guardian. I hope you know who adopted or just took care of whom. 1, dozens of people come through here and post solid wins at this game, but none of them did it like you. They impressed me, and they're all here to say,
You don't know Jack!
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and anybody know how long you have to cook a chupacabra? Hey, if you two lose interest in the game and start making out or something, pause the game so I can watch. You all take care of those screws now. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Teen Sasquatch, a new drama on the Angst Network. He's mysterious, he's elusive, and he drives the girls wild. Like him. Mondays at 8.
If you happen to find our sponsor's wrong answer of the game, you'll be rewarded with big prizes and cash. Okie doke, this is really happening.
Get ready, time for question 1.
To get started, not so smart Alec. What is Alec Baldwin most likely to scream at a dude with a camera who works as part of the paparazzi? F*** you f***ing paparazza! I'll f*** you in the table, paparazzo! Get f***ed with the paparazzi! Or, I'll break your f***ing camera with my paparazzas! Time is Players 1 and 2? This is so f***ing wrong. Let me show you something. The singular term for paparazzi is paparazzo. And as a rule, paparazzi are borderline vile, but you still shouldn't f*** them in the f***ing... That's just sinking to their level.
Oh, mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do! Say it so!
Try this on for size. Drake a leg. Ah! Oh my god, for a second there I thought I saw my ventriloquist dummy Billy O'Brien again. I've been having visions of him just showing up at the most inopportune times. Ah!
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me. It really is you.
It's always me, you dunny.
I was hoping you were just a mirage.
A mirage? That we're not in a desert. Oh, speaking of which... Where would you be if you saw me as a mirage in the Gobi Desert? Pakistan, Mongolia, Peru, or Mexico?
Player 2. Player 1. Yes, the Gobi Desert is in China and Mongolia. Just don't sneak up on me anymore, Billy.
Okay, no trottling. Someday I'm gonna murder you.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing, I didn't say anything.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Here's one for you. Shacking up. Where should a large shacko be worn on Shaq O'Neal? His extra large ears, his big feet, his large head, or his massive hands? Player 1. Player 2. Shackos are a military-style hat with a large feather in the front, often worn by marching band leaders. It would be the most ridiculous thing he's worn since Kazam. And now, Russian ladies looking for young men. And stop the train, it's a dis or dat. Player 1. You seem to be behind, so why don't you play this dis or dat? I am going to list off 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's something that happens to Anna Karenina in Tolstoy's classic novel Anna Karenina, or a Justin Timberlake song. If it's Anna Karenina, press the square button. If it's Justin Timberlake, press the circle button. Player 2. Choose your answer before player 1, and if player 1 gets it wrong and you get it right, that cash is yours. Ready? Let's go. Adultery. Childbirth. Murder. Amnesia. Suicide. Future sex. Nothing else. Good, but not Justin Timberlake good. I keep meaning to reread Anna Karenina, but I've been waiting for a time when I really want to fall into a deep, deep depression. Why not try would he or wouldn't he? What would it mean if Woody Allen were an alleged pedorthist? He's been accused of touching shoes, he's been accused of touching grapes, he's been accused of touching bugs, or he's been accused of touching feces. Players 1 and 2. A pedorthist is a doctor or healthcare professional who focuses on feet, especially shoes and inserts that can help with pain relief. And look, I'm not saying he's a shoe doctor, and I'm not saying he's not a shoe doctor, but the one thing we can all agree on is that The Curse of the Jade Scorpion was a terrible movie. Let's say so long to round 1. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round 2. And don't be afraid to use those screws. You want to win, don't you? It's time for Pup All Night. Considering their lifespans, which dog from the first Puppy Bowl would be the least likely to be alive to watch Puppy Bowl 11? That adorable poodle puppy, that adorable Great Dane puppy, that adorable Dachshund puppy, or that adorable pug puppy? Player 1.
Swing and a miss.
Player 2. Next time, try this. As a general rule, the bigger the dog, the shorter the lifespan. So the Great Dane, with a life expectancy of about 7 years, is, probably not going to make it. Oh, we're going to get some angry posts on our Facebook page about this question, I can tell. But it's not my fault we live in a world where horrible things happen.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Next up, beautiful millionaires are just so relatable. Say the incredibly down-to-earth Jennifer Lawrence decides to go skydiving. If on her way down to Earth she reaches terminal velocity, what down-to-earth thing might you hear her say? Wowzer, I could not be going down to Earth any faster. Aw man, I'm going down to Earth slower every second. Lol, I broke the sound barrier on my way down to Earth. Or, cool beans, I'm actually now going away from Earth. Player 2, watch that clock. Player 2. Jennifer Lawrence has a lot of amazing qualities, but I'm fairly certain she can't fly. Player 1. A falling object or adorable movie star that has reached its terminal velocity will not speed up anymore on its descent before hitting the ground. It's falling as fast as it can. But even if she fell to her death, I bet Jennifer Lawrence would leave the most adorable crater.
Follow me down to the sea.
Pucker up for Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Closely associated with Miranda and Ariel. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus. Players 1 and 2. Miranda and Ariel are two of the larger moons of Uranus. And you can't have moons without Uranus. Hey, we were supposed to have a tuba there to accentuate the butt joke. Where's the tuba guy?
He was in a car accident on the way over, Cookie. He's dead.
Hey, trombone guy made it! Here's a good one. Ay caramba! I'm a cold-blooded killer. Say Bart Simpson decides to start going around attacking authority figures with his slingshot. If it turns out like the story of David and Goliath, what might happen? Principal Skinner will die after getting shot in the forehead. Chief Wiggum will die after getting shot in the gut. Mayor Quimby will die after getting shot in the heart. Or Homer Simpson will run away after getting shot in the groin. Player 2. Since when is Homer Simpson considered an authority figure? Player 1. David slays Goliath after slinging a stone into the middle of the giant's forehead. So that's how Principal Skinner might meet his untimely demise as well. But it really wouldn't be that much of a loss. Springfield is literally crawling with people who sound exactly like him. May I introduce... I'm gonna need 2 oceans of calamine lotion stat. If the 80s hair band Poison were like poison ivy, what part of them would give people a rash? The fumes from their hairspray, the oil in their makeup, the silk on their rockin' clothes, or the ink in their tattoos? Player 210's running out. Players 1 and 2. Coming in contact with the oil on a poison ivy plant is what causes the skin to break out in a rash. So if the band Poison were similar, it would probably be best not to touch their oily makeup. In fact, it's probably best not to touch any part of the band Poison. You have no idea where they've been for the past 25 years. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see 2 clues... Of course, who wants to hear my yapping? Oh, I'm still doing it. Sorry, here you go. Climb time. What did these guys climb? Good luck. Takes it! Player 1, I could give you some praise for that solid victory, but I'd rather give you this.
You don't know Jack!
And now, relax into Downward Dog.
Ooh, what's wrong, Susan? Is this yoga class too hard?
No, I had a burrito for lunch and I'm feeling gassy.
Honey, this is Sweet Relief Yoga Studio. We don't hold anything back.
Now, swing your foot into Warrior 2.
Whoa, did she just?
Uh-huh.
And that's okay?
Does that answer your question?
Hi, I'm Carol Cutter, and here at Sweet Relief Yoga Studio, we believe letting go leads to true health.
Hold on, I'm gagging. True health. True health is what I was going to say.
Don't you hate going to the movies by yourself? I mean, I do. We have so much in common. I mean, maybe you and I should sometime. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I guess there aren't any good movies showing right now anyway, so never mind. Forget I said anything. That was stupid.
This message paid for by people who think you and Tina should go out on a date sometime just to see how it goes.
That's so embarrassing. I did not put them up to that.
Also paid for by Tina.